Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Adventures in Arcane Space. Once again, I'm your Dungeon Master, AuldDragon, and the players are...
Hi, I'm David Big Mac Shepherd. I play Braxon Miacc, who's a human fighter and, uh, I don't know, he's captain of the ship.
I'm James. I play Ockar, human paladin from Brawl.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sinlin Motor. I play Finnel'ar Mohani, a druid from Grayspace.
Hey there, I am Zakad. I play the character Lafdul, Moonglade, a specialty priest and thief multiclass from Realm Space from Ebha. And his gimmick is coming up with fun little titles as part of the Mischiefmaker. They like to reinvent themselves, so his current title is the Tantalizing Tumble Tickler. It's nice and simple and it rolls off the tongue, yes.
Tantalizing Tumble Tickler?
Tumbler Tickler.
Tumbler Tickler. Gotcha.
Right. Yeah, because he got lucky with that last roll.
Like that made me think that you tumble towards somebody and then tickle them.
No, I technically got it wrong, so I didn't say tumbler. So
I mean, to be fair, that would not necessarily be the worst attack that you could take against a wizard. That would certainly disrupt a spell, if successful. So, welcome JammerCon Raiders. It is JammerCon weekend, and as part of it, we are ongoing with our current campaign. Before we do a quick recap, the rerolls that the players have, and to give a player a reroll that is 500 bits. Braxon has 1, Finn has 3, Ockar has 1, Lafdul has 0, Leva has 1, Solas has 1. I'm guessing those last two will not be used because both of those players are currently absent. One, unfortunately, just lost power before we started, so hopefully he will regain power and be able to rejoin us pretty quickly. So we left off last time. The party is currently in some ruins on an asteroid, helping the Gravs deal with a threat that has been affecting their crystal sphere. Invaders that want to basically think that the crystal sphere should be theirs.
I'm just finding where we are.
Yeah. So, well, part of the party is up here, and I can go ahead and bring the rest of the party up there as well, just because you just finished. The party split had just finished doing some underwater searching.
Yeah.
And I think you were going to be getting back to the rest, and I just got a message that power is back for Solas's player, so he should be joining us momentarily.
Yay!
Actually, zoom out. That'll be helpful.
Yeah, it's one of the interesting, finicky things with Roll20 that you log out the game, you log in the next time, and you're not in the same space.
Well, I imagine that would actually be kind of difficult to program
Yeah.
in.
Oh, yeah. I'm considering I'm playing for free. Can't really complain.
And thank you for that subscription, Bipolar Dice Roller. And Anghamaran, thank you very much, both of you. Yeah, I mean, because it does maintain roughly where you are from page to page when as a dungeon master you jump around, but of course the pages aren't always the same size, so that can get wonky.
Yeah.
But Braxon, Leva, Lafdul, and Ockar had been exploring some underwater areas, see if there was anything else there, trying to find some more of these magical pools. They did not find any. They did find a hoard of copper coins that they wisely left behind rather than trying to carry the 100 pounds plus of copper coinage.
The days when Braxon would have died from trying to swim through the water with that amount of copper.
I mean, Lava did think about
mean-
teleporting.
I mean,
Because-
if we were able to get if floating disc worked down here,
Mm.
we could pile it up onto a floating disc and bring it along with us if Leva even had that spell.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's also the thing what will decide that Tensor's floating disc would do when you're floating underwater and you have a load of coins there in a river.
Yeah, and she definitely didn't have that spell memorized. I'm not even sure she
just
knows the
slide off
spell.
anyway.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
All right, so Solas, Finn, and the Gravs had done some searching of this chamber, and you had cleaned the copper panels, or the bronze panels, I'm sorry, back at camp the day before, and that had revealed some pictographic instructions on what to do with regards to the pyramid, and the Gravs were inclined to suggest that you guys do that, or you head to the other world with the other ruins, see if you can get more of these color pools.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably right. But we do need to get those Ockad carapaces off.
Mm-hmm.
So, and
Yeah, I
think
mean,
Finn was
there's a few other things that you can still do here if you choose to. I mean, there were some
Mm.
other ideas if you guys wanted to do that first. They're just inclined to, if you're looking for, well, what do we do now, kind of thing. That would be what they would
Yeah.
suggest.
Well, obviously they want us to get on and save them. So they wouldn't want us wasting time. But if we've got stuff we need to do anyway. The thing I'm a bit confused about is we're after 6 of these pools and we found 2 here. So if we go to another site, are we going to find 4 pools? Is there another pool here that's hidden that we haven't found yet?
we won't
that-
know until we go and check out another site.
Yeah. That's kind of where that's kind of where I'm struggling.
I think it would be best for us to get the Onkeg shells off and then
Yeah.
go to check out the other site.
Oh,
Yeah,
at least.
Because I can't think of anything else here that's pressing.
Oh well, not
Do we need
pressing. There's something here though.
hang on?
What do you mean?
Do we not need to take off those other bronze panels and clean off?
Oh yeah, we need to grab those bronze panels as well.
Because that's gonna potentially say other instructions.
Yeah, we need to grab the bronze panels, and we need to deal with the Onkegs, and then I
Yeah.
think we can link.
But the other thing I would say is, do we need to take them off, or can we clean them in situ?
You probably didn't bring the stuff down, but I think that there's enough there
Yeah.
that you could have the universal solvent. You could go back up and get that solution.
Yeah.
Is it Is Grav? I keep forgetting his name.
Does his name not show up for you?
I don't even see him. Voldon. Is he a miner by trade, or a stoneworker?
Oh yeah, he's
Does
behind
he
the wall.
have it? Yeah. Does he? I ask him if he happens to be a stoneworker by trade or anything.
Well, he's a noble by trade.
Well, does he have a fancy hobby that he's very knowledgeable in?
All Gravs are knowledgeable about mining. What do you wish to know?
Well, you're also a priest, aren't you? Of your
Indeed.
God. Do you think you could put 2 and 2 together to figure out what was blocking the magic? Well, what I mean is, are you familiar enough with it's a really hard way to phrase something. Essentially, what I'm asking is, do you know what that rock is that's blocking our
Yeah,
spells?
sometimes you can, like, if there's a concept that you're not sure how your character would convey, but you think your character would be able to convey it, you can always ask me out of character, and I will, like,
The
do the,
reason I'm asking
we
it,
can roleplay,
like,
don't need to roleplay out the translation of the concept.
yeah, no, there's a reason why I'm saying it like this, because I'm hoping that the profession and the class will intermingle and give like an edge. Maybe he's familiar with magic stone that blocks stuff, because I don't know, he's worked with it and he practices the magic, I guess.
I am aware that there are some things you can mix into a mortar to grant such protections. I don't know the details. We have little need for that in our society.
Oh, I mean, there's lead. I suppose you could pour it into like a rock mixture or something. Do you think that's possible, Ockar? You're the only one that really works with metals.
I'm not sure what you're asking.
I just want a large piece of this, whatever this stone is, and see if we could study it back on the ship when we're traveling. That's blocking magic. Like, if we could take like a chunk of it out.
I mean, you can go in and like try to chop off some of the blocks.
Yeah, like go into the wall a bit. Like find like a sizable portion of it.
Could I get a quick clarification on something we were doing last time?
Sure.
So, like, I know Ockar wanted to get those shells off.
Mm-hmm.
If that process is still in hand and Braxon is able to help with that, he would stay. Otherwise, he would just go and get that universal solvent stuff and bring it down, so that we could clean those panels in situ.
To a certain extent, a lot of the work has been done. I just need to. We just need to get the rolls done.
Yeah.
But
I'm not asking you to do that now. I just
right. I understand.
Where do I fit role playing wise?
No, if you want to head back up to the camp to get the solution, you can go ahead and do that.
It's either that or we could send the levy. We send Lever because she's not here.
We'll send a wizard unguarded by herself.
No, that's true. That's true. All right.
With very dangerous monsters and stuff. I mean, she's the first one to encounter danger and face it head on behind the meat, in front of the meat shield.
Leva and Genva can go if you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They'll go fetch that solution.
Wizard, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd sort of be something for them to do.
Okay.
Keep them busy.
Last time we finished searching this area that I'm in, right?
Yeah. And welcome,
hello.
Solas.
Mm-hmm.
Glad to see your powers back on. Yes, you did finish searching that, so if there are other places that you want to search as well, Leva and Genva have just gone to get the solution, the universal solvent solution to clean the other bronze plates.
I would like to search this area next the room left of the pyramid, since there was some debris in there.
Okay. Anyone want to help search that while Leva's going to get that? If people want to work on the Ankh shells, you can also do that.
I'm gonna try to help out with the Ankh shells.
Yeah, that's what Finn would be doing.
Okay.
Are you two okay with it? Because then I could help Solace.
Yeah.
You can help Solas. Lafdul really wants some of this stone, so I'm going to. Is there like? I know there's all like rusted tools and stuff. I need to get a pickaxe somehow.
Well, Vordon, if you want some of the masonry on the inside or the outside, Vordon can help you. But if you actually want stone beyond that, that would probably be way too time-consuming unless you have a spell that can just like extract a core sample type thing.
No, I'll just get some outer shell pieces, I guess, because that's all I can help for in the time frame. It's a shame because I'd really like to learn how to replicate that. Be really useful like ship defense.
All right, so Vordon will help you in that room then. He has a pickaxe.
Hmm.
So you can just go in there and that's where you'll be. Okay, so Braxon, you can go over with Solas to help him search that chamber. And Finn and Ockar going up to see what you can recover from the Ankegs.
Yep.
Okay. So,
I suppose I should move.
yeah, that would help, just in case anything happens.
How many days? We rested here for 2 days over the course of the start of this.
I believe so, yeah.
Have we been deducting our rations from our inventories, or have we been using whatever they brought, so to speak?
I would expect you guys to be doing that on your own when I tell you that a day has passed.
No,
or you can
deducting them now.
Okay. No, and that's fine to do that now. But if anyone hasn't been,
I
then
wasn't
they
sure.
should.
That's why I was clarifying that.
Or you can eat the food that the Gravs brought. It's just very, very, very dense.
No, there was that, and there was a hunt that Finn had as well. So I'm losing track of how much I actually need to eat.
Okay.
So I've just deducted 2 of the rations off, so I'm sure that's fine, unless you want me to take more off.
I don't see Solas. Am I in the wrong room?
You might be. Where are you? Let's see.
I'm in the room with the pyramid.
No, he's in the next room.
I'm a room next to it.
Oh, right. Okay. Yep. Thank you. Oh, can't get in. Come on.
The door is still locked. You have to go from the broken wall.
Yeah, I noticed. I noticed that I had forgotten to turn on the barriers block movement, which is why it was very, very easy for you guys to just move around before.
Ah, right.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been off.
Okay. Sorry for walking through any walls.
I mean, at this point, what's done is done. So.
Well,
All right.
there was a spell, wasn't there, that let us walk? Anyway.
Yeah, but I just dragged you into the room. All right, so Finn, you and Ockar are up at the Ankeg shells. You can move up there with him, Ockar.
Yes.
And you had there were 3 small Ankeg shells and 1 large one that you were able to that were in good enough shape to recover. So, what do you want to start with rolling your proficiency checks on?
Let's start with the big one then.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
And since I know he bought me that reroll for this particular roll, I'll use it.
Okay.
1 and 2.
Okay. So we'll take the 4, because that is way better. Well...
you want to be closer to it.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah, so the 16 is better. So you are able to prepare that carapace. It's going to need to be dried and cured. The drying is a simple part. You guys can do that. The curing part is something that you would need someone like a leather worker or someone with animal handling specifically related to some sort of
Can't
carapace
Lafdul
treatment.
leather work?
No, that was Yeldon.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know we both have 2 swords. We both have pointy ears. You know, we both shoot bows. We're very similar. All the selves look alike, right?
I guess I'd ask. I guess I'd see if any of the Gravs can leather work. I guess after this.
There's probably someone in their town.
I imagine they can if they can make clothing. Whatever. I don't know.
You can ask. You can ask when you get back to town.
Then you said there were 3 little ones that I need to roll for?
You want to use a reroll for one? Because he did get you 2.
I think I'm okay here.
So that is 3. Since higher is better in this case, closer to the number, I'm going to say that the 4 means that because hunting is not a perfect skill for this, I'm going to say that the 4 is a failure. It's just not suitable for turning into any sort of armor. But you do get 2 of the small ones.
Okay.
Do I? Okay, and I probably won't know until I'm actually starting to make this if 2 is enough to make a suit.
Correct.
I mean, you got a large amount of Vankek stuff. Depends on what type of armor you're trying to make. You're trying to make plate or banded or something. I don't know.
Well, it can only be used to make plate, from what I remember.
Yeah, but I mean, if you wanted to make something else, you could try that. That would be okay. But
like
it's up to
whether
you.
or not you cut up the material.
Okay. All right. So while you're doing that, Lafdul, you and Vordon get some chunks of the masonry inside the room that had the clay golem.
Yeah, just whatever I can get. The deeper the better. But obviously, I'm not gonna waste people's time. Yeah, obviously, time is an issue.
It's very, very heavy. The stone. So
how heavy is
make a note of
heavy?
that. You probably would get 50 pounds worth of stone there.
All right, this is going to put me at 50. I'm on the edge of light towards medium.
And they're too big to fit in your pouch.
Yeah, I'd figured. I didn't realize it'd be that sheer amount.
Well, I mean, if you want more to study, like that's what you need.
Yeah, I suppose.
And
I need a sample size.
Solas and Braxon, you begin searching that chamber. Let me see what we got.
Yeah. Braxon will take direction from Solas here.
So,
All right.
so you can't identify a material, can you?
What? What do you mean?
Like, I've got this, like, chunk. You can't, like, cast a spell, identify, and it tells you what it is.
Only if it's magic. And it may not be magic. You try it.
Braxton's going to mutter a little prayer before he starts.
All right.
He's going to ask Petard if he finds any artistic objects that he can get them out of the rubble without breaking them.
So you can already see around the chamber that there are broken pieces of statuary or figurines. Searching through carefully the wreckage in this room, the stone tables, the broken stone tables, the rusted equipment. You're not sure exactly what the metal was, but whatever it is has rusted and deformed and stuff like that. There are some pieces of stone that are useful for carving. Some of them were half carved, either incompleted or they're broken, and whatever they were supposed to represent has been worn away by time. But you do find in all of that suitable for future carving, like if someone wanted to recarve them into something else. 2 large pieces of jade, 1 piece of alabaster, 1 piece of tourmaline, 1 piece of obsidian, and 1 piece of onyx. Those are all of a size. They're not gem quality. They're suitable for carvings.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and give that to you. That's all going to be pretty heavy.
As in, you need stone carving proficiency.
Yeah,
stone
and
working.
stone carving and artistic ability.
It's almost like I need a third proficiency here for
Mhm.
Lafdul.
Well, and specifically artistic ability related to carving.
Yeah.
I
But
don't.
these are valuable stones since even if we don't have the ability ourselves, we can find some artist who would be most likely willing to buy them.
I don't suppose there's any artistic grav around. They don't strike me as the most artistic race.
You can ask,
Yeah.
but otherwise you can just store them. Each piece weighs about 10 pounds.
Okay. I think we'll take them. Braxon was thinking if there was a half-completed thing, he could maybe hire an artist to try to interpret what the original artist was making and then present it to his church.
Some of them appear like they may have been animals of some sort. They seem like partial like
Yeah.
quadrupedal form, and others seem like bipedal form, so maybe humanoid statues. But they're also broken and damaged and worn. That there's nothing that you can.
Yeah, that's a shame. Okay, we'll just take these other pieces and then someone will find a picture in there.
All right. In addition, you also find.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Um, a long bronze utensil with two pointed prongs, kind of like a fork.
Oh,
Like a tuning
Not like a tuning fork.
fork or
Um, but it might be. That one will need to be cleaned. But Lev is coming down with the stuff.
yeah.
And a thick ceramic bowl, the type that you would melt something in over a hot fire for forging or alchemy or something like that. Miraculously, it has survived when so much of the other ceramic stuff hasn't, possibly because it is so thick.
Braxton's going to thank Patar for saving it.
Okay. All right.
Well, it's
Obviously, Patar answered his prayers and kept that bowl safe.
Sure, we'll go with that. Because he knew you were coming.
Yeah.
So he kept this safe for literally thousands of years.
Yeah.
I mean, since it's
They did say there was.
still,
They did say they knew we were coming.
The Gravs knew you were coming.
The Gravs knew we were coming, and Patar is infinitely more superior to mere mortals. So therefore, he must have known we were coming as well.
I think you need to introduce Batar to the Gravs and say how he is dominion over them. I'm sure that would go down so well.
He doesn't have dominion over them. He created their pantheon, and
I know, right? Yeah, I don't think you're role-playing your character as you normally would towards a player character as you would to an NPC. I don't think Old has had the joys.
The joys? The joys? What do you... What?
The joys of the machinations of someone saying that your religion is terrible and his is superior.
the Braxton's never said that.
Oh, your connotations. I've definitely insinuated as such.
I don't think so. You
That's how Lafdul sees it. He doesn't like you very much lately.
Well, yeah, that's Lafdul not understanding how the elves were created. Then
Yeah, religious differences.
At about that point,
Yeah.
Leva and Genva will return with the remains of the solution,
Okay.
and you guys can.
Brax is going to mention the fork to them in case there's a place where the fork fits into the wall
Okay.
or fits into the panels that were upstairs. I have seen Raiders of the Lost Ark.
And this campaign's taking post Time of Troubles for Lafdul, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Lafdul would know about the gods walking the fairing.
Yeah.
That's interesting. There might be a debate for Braxon later.
Well, maybe your gods walked Faerun, but I think you'll find that Patar brought the entire Mulhorandi pantheon to through the phlogiston on his boat.
Actually, does that pantheon actually even exist? Wasn't that like an extinct pantheon on Forgotten Realms? No.
Nope. Not that you'd know much about them at all, because it's so far away, and you've never been
character.
there. And yeah, and Braxon also has is completely unaware of them being not from realm space. All right, so you guys can gather up around down here where Leva and Genva are if you want to get the those bronze panels cleaned off so that you can see what they reveal.
Yeah, yes, please. Braxton's going to try not to dissolve his hands while we're doing this.
Oh, but dissolving your hands is so much fun. Why do you want to take away all my fun? I think you should dissolve your hands for me and the viewers. The viewers want this, right, viewers?
Can't we dissolve Lafdul's hands because they will grow back? As long as he doesn't dissolve the hand we're in the ring.
Well, no. If they dissolve, my hands are not coming back. It usually indicates acid. Or some kind of caustic substance that probably doesn't regenerate.
No, you've diluted the solution so much that there's no danger of that. Okay. So you guys moving down to that room?
All right then. So what we got? We got cloths that we dip into it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Braxton's going to say another prayer for Patar and pray that he can clean off the dirt without damaging the artwork underneath.
It's more oxidation. Not dirt.
All right. Okay, he's going to pray that he can clean off the oxidation without abrading the actual stuff.
Okay.
See if he can do a neater job than last time.
All right.
Since we finished the shirt, Solas is also cleaning up the bronze plates to see the pictograms.
Okay. All right. So Solas is the only one who's gotten there, so you can go into the chamber. All right. So you get started on that, and the first one that you clean does show the same type of symbols that you've seen already on the other ones that you retrieved.
Mm-hmm.
You go through and clean all of them?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys go through and clean them all. Unfortunately, none of them reveal anything new. It's all basically just retelling the same images, showing the same images that you saw in the other chamber. Basically just reiterating the instructions. Once again, you see these strange humanoid figures placing them into pools of water. And you see on the final one, placing the pyramid. I mean the prism on top of the point of the pyramid.
Well, even if they are the same, at least
At least what? I'm sorry.
This way Solas can at least since they are the same, this way Solas can take the ones we already took with us with him without feeling guilty about not leaving this kind of historical records for grabs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask the drafts if they know anybody who's skilled with leatherworking.
Vordon says, yes, we have some fine leather workers back back in the city. If you wish to speak to them about those carapaces.
Yes, I'm gonna have to ask them to take care of that for us while we're before we get to the next ruin.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I would put in a good word for you if you need.
Thank you.
All right, so you've cleaned off these panels. They're not revealing anything new to you. They're reiterating the same basic instructions. So now that you're in this room, do you want to do anything?
Oh, so it's 2 lots of the same instructions?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so is there any bits from the last set of instructions that were damaged that aren't damaged here?
No.
And we last time went through the panels in correct order, I'm taking.
Yeah, so this does verify that you did get the panels off the wall in the correct order and make note of it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good. That means we can leave one set of panels here with this pyramid.
And take the other set with us.
Yeah.
Even when we
leave the sphere. What? I'm sorry?
Leave the sphere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we could mount them in our big room where we have dinner and stuff.
Yeah, or Solas also thinks possibility of giving them to seekers.
That's possible, yeah.
So your
Such historical artifact would be historical records would be quite interesting to them.
Yeah, it'd be a while before we get back, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We temporarily mount them somewhere.
So your prism is currently swirling with blue and red light. Do you want to place it on the pyramid, or do you want to hold off?
Well, we haven't got 6 colors yet, so
I'd say hold off.
All right.
I'm guessing it won't work. Yeah.
Okay. You kind of consult with each other and decide to hold off, and Vordon says, yes, that may be wise. We not knowing what might happen if it is incomplete before placing it on the pyramid. Should we retire back to camp and make preparations for returning to the city?
That sounds like a good idea to me.
Yeah.
Guys, don't want to search this place. There's loads of areas we haven't searched.
Well,
I mean, we could do a deep search for any items we missed, but other than that, I don't see any other reason to stick around.
Well, the only reason I can see to stick around is if there's a possibility that there's another room with another one of these bowls. But it from the rooms we've been in, I don't think there is.
I think what's mostly left to search is more potential loot in these rooms that we haven't fine-combed.
Well, you know what? If we have to come back to this little pyramid after picking up the swirly stuff out of the other bowls, we're going to be coming back here anyway.
Yeah, that was my thought as well. So, Lafdul, we're going to be coming back here anyway, potentially, so we can use this pyramid.
Does anyone want to do a detect magic sweep over this place before we leave?
I've already used my detect magics.
I've got mine.
I mean, you can't do a full detect magic sweep. You like this place is way too big. But if there's a specific area that you want to double check,
there was the area all the way down the bottom where the slug was that I only just barely got into that room.
If you want to do detect magic in there, you can.
You could, Lafdul, check. Are you near the pyramid room on your map?
Yeah, I saw we pinged. Does that matter?
You could check the room north to us and the other big room where we fought the first Ankeg, and then potentially the room with the pedestal that we found the prism.
Am I the only one with detect magic?
I've
This
used
player
mine.
isn't here, so
I
it's
don't think
down
I
to
even
Solas
get
and Finn.
access to detect magic as a spell.
Yeah, Finn used his quite a while ago.
Oh, really? Oh, hang on. Now I'm going to double check mine to see if I've actually used mine. No, I have not. I guess.
But I think you would have enough time to check those 3 rooms.
That's not the rooms I want today, but I will do those 3. Well, that room, and that one.
Well, I mean, you can check the room that you want to
And
check.
the room with the where we found the prism.
It's up to you.
I mean, I want to go with the majority. What does everyone think? These 3 rooms or the
Yeah, I'm
area
thinking those
down the
3
bottom?
What?
The big room with a slug. I only just entered there. We didn't even
I think you should
remotely
do the big
search.
room with the slug and then anywhere else you can get to.
The spell will
Well-
probably run out by the time he gets back up here.
Oh,
Yes,
well,
it's either these 3 rooms, or that
Then
big
let's take-
room and little bits to the side of it.
I guess these 3 rooms and then we'll handle the slug next time.
Yeah,
Alright.
3 rooms is better than 1.
I will cast my detect magic and I will can't path through stuff.
All right, so you cast detect magic upon entering, and take a look
Give it
around.
sweep round.
Okay. That room is not revealing much. The broken statue, that's what this column represents. Very, very, very faint magic.
Still has magic.
Hmm.
It's extremely faint, and go ahead and give me a spellcraft check.
Well, doesn't it work like in the same operation of like a continual light or continual darkness and night? It's a persistent thing, but it just fades with time.
Well,
I'll
give
roll
me a
spellcraft.
spellcraft check, and I'll let you know.
That's what was hedging my bets on.
Yeah, you're not sure, but given how weak it is, it's a what you just speculated, is what you'll go with.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought. I was just thinking of
Well,
like
since
a
they
persistent.
radiate since the broken statue still radiates some magic, even if it's weak, it might be useful material for something.
It's very, very heavy.
That statue isn't blocking the detect magic, is it?
No.
It's the actual statue itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just wondering if there was just something underneath it that had the.
No, it's definitely the pieces of the statue.
Oh, separated, but they all radiate it, even if they're separated.
Mhm.
Hey,
Oh, hang
that's
on.
unusual.
Hang on. You got a statue and the different pieces are magical.
The various pieces are all magical, rather than the enchantments usually lose their enchantment once they're broken.
Would Braxon still be in that other room doing stuff?
Yeah, you would all be following me, I assume.
If you
Yeah.
guys want to follow Lafdul, you can follow Lafdul. It's fine. I don't care.
Well, yeah. Gotta.
Yeah, I'd say detect magic. Investigate that while I go into the next room while my magic still persists, because
Yeah.
I can't stay here and discuss this.
Yeah, hang on. I'm just trying to get
Solus
through.
is in the room, so you'll talk to Solus when he's there.
Yeah.
We'll go in here.
Hang on. Is it the one on the left?
Yeah, he was in this one.
Okay.
That something.
Braxon says to Solus, maybe we can glue these things back together and repair the statue.
They are extremely worn. Even the broken sections are extremely worn.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't think we have clue.
And the magic
but
is very, very, very faint.
there might be something the Gravs have.
I doubt it would be possible, but pieces of it might still be useful for some things like potentially spell ink.
Hey,
That's true.
Solas,
Mm,
when we come back here, if we come back here, did you think you could identify it because it technically still has magic on it?
potentially.
Braxon's
Would
gonna
need to get more pearls.
Braxon's
Yeah,
gonna
we
look.
found some recently, 200 gold piece ones.
All right, Braxon.
Braxton's gonna look for 2 bits of this broken thing that look like they line up, and he's gonna.
So you can, like, one of them
So they
is
can
a
hold them
broken
together.
arm, and you know where the torso is, but the joints where they were connected are heavily worn.
Right. Well, what he's gonna do is he's gonna bring the 2 bits together and hold them there, and see if anything happens.
Yeah, they don't match anymore because they're so heavily worn.
Yeah. Okay.
But nothing happens.
Could
No, it
probably
was
glue them together with a stone shape. but-
No, that's okay. He was just wondering if the magic would make it stick to it and the join to heal or something. But now he knows it's not going to do that. He's not going to assume he can reassemble this.
All right, Lafdul. In that chamber, you're not detecting any magic. This statue here is unbroken, but it's also incomplete. Like the legs are still a solid block of stone, kind of thing, or where the legs would be.
Didn't last time the Gravs smash it to pieces since Braxon thought there might be one of those water fonts under it?
You're right, they did. Thank you for reminding me.
Where was the last room? Down there in the clay golem room.
Yeah, the clay golem room.
Okay. You are detecting some faint magic near the doors, and some faint magic on the pedestal.
On the door.
The area of the doors.
Not the doors themselves.
The doors, the door frames, some of the walls around them, that kind of thing. It's all very faint.
Maybe.
Also, the remains of the golem are detected as magical.
Yeah, I already took some of the golem with me.
What's special about the pedestal?
It's very faint magic, so you're not sure. But
magic, or
you opened it, you got something out of it,
Oh.
so
yeah.
it held the prism.
Yeah, it might have been some kind of protective magic or magic that allowed it to be opened.
I can't open magically sealed containers with thieves. I need actual knock.
You're not
If it's
trying hard
magically
enough.
sealed.
It depends on how it's sealed.
It's I can't thieves tools
A wizard lock door, no.
or
But
a priest lock, no.
if there's or priest lock, but if there's a spell that is like creating a mechanical lock or triggering a mechanical lock, then yeah, you could. It depends on the magic. Like knock is reversible.
Well, yeah.
I mean, your ability isn't, but knock is the spell. It just locks. Like if you close a door that has a lock on it and you don't have the key, you can cast lock and it locks with the reverse of knock.
Yeah, it's good for sealing up a retreat.
None of the magic that you've detected so far
looking
has
someone up.
been strong enough to get any kind of identifying sphere out of it, though.
Yeah, just probably wearing old enchantments. Probably just wearing off.
You mean not the Golem's enchantment wasn't strong enough either for a sphere detection?
No.
Okay.
I mean, the door's enchantment was also used up, and it's probably, well, wouldn't I know if they just disappear like within an hour or so, not like over the course of like a day? Because it's been like a day. We rested since that door had its magical trap expunged.
It depends on the magic.
Yeah.
Also, the trap was mechanical, if I remember correctly.
Oh, well, mechanical, yeah.
But the magic on the door and the door frame might be related to the anti-magic properties that prevented us from going through the walls. Basically, making the same effect, since we
Alright.
couldn't go through the doors either.
All right.
None of those pieces of rock that I got are magical, are they?
The ones that I listed, the jade, alabaster.
No,
the one-
no, the
Oh, the wall.
Well,
the wall.
I mean,
No, they're not.
I mean, I might as well check over those items. No, I mean
No, and the chunks of the chunks that you got
Oh.
off the wall from Vordon
Gross.
and the pieces of uncarved stone. No, none of those are magical.
Oh, well, I guess we're done. If people want to move on.
All right. So you ready to head back to the camp, or is there anything else that you guys want to do here before you leave?
I will talk with the Gravs and ask if they can organize for us to get those statue chunks that still radiate magic.
I mean, if they don't have any interest in them.
Perhaps once everything has been taken care of, but at
Yeah.
this
Oh,
point
when
we
we're
need,
Yeah,
leaving
it's
the
it's
sphere.
not.
we
it's-
need our
it's not a-
workers
not-
and soldiers.
Yeah, it's not something that we need to hurry, but I would like to study them.
We will see what we can do.
Thank you.
So you head back up to the surface.
Question.
Yep.
When we were on Rado, did we learn of any of the history of Rado?
Not really.
Right.
Stories, rumors, that kind of thing, but nothing really concrete.
I think I got Bamble stuck in a door.
Don't worry about it. You're done with the map for now anyway. So I'll like, if you end up coming back here and you need to move around, then I'll be resetting where your position is anyway before the session.
Okay.
Mhm.
Braxon's going to have a chat with the Gravs as we leave,
Okay.
and he's going to say, "There's a chance when we come back here that you might need to come here on a regular basis. So it might be, if this thing is a solution, it might be worth telling some of the people before we leave about where we had to build those temporary stairs, just in case you need to make it a bit more permanent."
Oh, absolutely. If we once the threat is resolved, we will definitely be considering that. This could be a good base for starting a mining operation around here anyway.
It could be, yeah. I mean, there's no point in worrying about it now that we've got the main issue at hand. But if this pyramid turns out to be some sort of control system for this crystal sphere, you might need to have a permanent base here to look after it.
Yes, we had. I had considered that. I will definitely be speaking to my uncle about that.
Okay.
All right. So you make your way back up to the surface,
Mhm.
and it's late enough in the day that Vordon Genva recommend camping and suggesting making the return trip, which will take most of the day anyway. On the next day, starting at dawn,
Mhm.
if that is satisfactory to everyone.
I mean, gives Lafdul a chance to look around for herbs and fun stuff.
And you'll have more time because it's more like mid-afternoon kind of thing than like really late. All right, so
Solas,
yes.
Solas will spend the rest of the day studying the above ground ruins.
Okay. So you make your way back to camp. Solas, you can be studying the ruins. Is there anything that anyone wants to do in particular?
Yeah, Finn will probably go on a hunt.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing I want to do is get back to town and deal with the carapaces.
Oh, if Solas is going to look at the ruins, Braxon will hang around near him, just in case anything attacks. But also, he's going to have a look to see if there's anything on the surface that resembles any of that smashed up stuff down below.
Okay. Back on the surface, everything is even more worn than the stuff below. Like, you can
Okay.
see the remains of some statues, but they're even less identifiable than what you saw below.
Yeah. Braxton's going to talk to Solas on one at a time, so they pass each other, and say, do you think anyone's got any magic that could show us what these things used to look like before they were ruined by time?
Did you ask that from Solas?
Yeah.
There might be. I'm not familiar with that kind of spell myself.
Yeah. It's just, there's obviously some tremendous artwork gone into the stuff. And it was obviously amazing and beautiful. Maybe not to our eyes, maybe to the eyes of some other sort of creature at some point, and it's just all been obliterated.
Old?
Yes?
What materials are those statue remains made out of?
It's a mixture. You got granite, you got marble. A few of the worst ones are made out of sandstone. Other stuff like that. It's all pretty normal, expected materials.
So basically, whatever they could get their hands on.
Well, I mean, it's made out of the types of materials that you'd make those types of things out of.
Yeah.
But nothing unexpected, nothing unusual in that regard. Okay. So Finn, are you just hunting food to supplement meal? Get some extra stuff for the trip back.
Yep.
Okay. I'm not too concerned about rolling a hunting check for you. I think you can do that just fine. And anything else that anyone else wants to do before going to sleep?
I want to see if I can find some berry bushes.
Okay.
And I also want to basically a whole host of herbalism related stuff.
What kind of other herbs or herb related stuff do you want to find?
Obviously, I want to find stuff for my poisons and the tea poisons I know. Because I don't. Well, I've got like the better part of an afternoon to do this, right?
Yeah. Late afternoon. Evening.
Those two berries.
I think you found berries before, so you'll be able to find berries again. But I don't think you found
very many. I don't think.
Well, berries you find. That's fine. I assume this is for good berry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something edible.
Yeah, you find that. That's fine. But you didn't find. Do you remember what you found last time you searched in terms of herbs?
I failed in that section. It was a case of just try again when you have more time.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an herbalism check then.
Which I did for 2 because I got 2 different types of things that I'm looking for 2 different poisons.
Sure.
I mean, one day I might actually use these poisons, you know.
Nope, you did not.
Oh, this ecology is so alien to Lafdul.
Yeah, unfortunately, it is. I mean, part of it just might be that the area you're able to search in really is not expansive. But with that, unfortunately, you did not find anything. Pardon me. And you go ahead and rest for the evening. Are there any spells that anyone wants to cast before?
I am grabbing ample amounts of bark because bark skin.
Okay.
While I'm here, you know.
Yeah, that's fine. You'll have enough to reasonably cast it, i.e., not every single day, but.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not too concerned about that. Are there any spells that anyone wants to cast before going to sleep?
Going to sleep. I did not take any camping spells, to be honest. How's everyone
Well,
doing?
the camp is still made up,
Yeah.
so it's more about like
How's
if you want
everyone
to
doing
cast
for hit
healing
points?
spells or something.
I'm at a little bit injured. I can probably
I
just lay on hands
cannot
myself.
hear.
Fine.
Hang on. I think I'm okay.
Yeah, I'll just lay on hands on
everyone's
myself
full.
and I'll be at max health. I didn't use lay on hands that day.
Brax has 1 hit point down, so he should be okay with a good rest.
I think Leva looks like she's like 1 hit point down as well. I mean, it's less time memorizing spells in the morning. Solas looks like he's down 1 or 2.
I'm not sure if these tokens have updated. Hold on a second. Some of those do not look correct. Hold on. Give me a second.
Before Braxton goes to sleep, he's going to pray to Ptar to show him some of that artwork in his dreams.
Okay.
He's been boggling his mind all day trying to work out what these people were trying to make, or what they made that's been unmade.
Yeah, for some reason, the hit points on that page have not updated. I don't know why. It does this sometimes.
We had that before, didn't we? We had 2 lots of tokens, different numbers of hit points.
Yeah, Leva's down 5 hit points.
I think you had to delete one and put it back on at one point.
Does anyone have a spell that they want to cast on Leva?
Yeah, what was she down? Sorry, I was typing something to Solas.
She's down more hit points than it shows there.
No.
I can
How
cast
injured
Cure
does she
Light
look?
Wounds on Leva.
Okay.
I was going to
And
say, I
will
think
cast
all
one
of
Cure
us...
Light Wounds on myself. That's for
Alright, Leva's fully healed then.
Leva, and that's for me.
Oh, wow.
Nice!
Someone had their breakfast today.
So I'm also fully healed.
And Finn, did you have a question?
I just have a couple of healing spells left if anybody needs them, but
Let's see.
sounds like they don't.
No, looks like everyone's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm with 1 hit point down. There's no point wasting a spell on that. It's like 10 minutes of you chanting in the morning. You don't need to...
Question about our potential journey. I go to Fordon. We're going to head back to town, and then we're going to head off the same day, or...
No, we'll discuss it when we get back to town. We'll probably need to speak to my uncle Vondor.
Yeah, that's...
Is that a good guess? That will at least be another day there? I'm just thinking about my potential spell.
The Otter Ruin was in...
It's on another
planet.
world, yeah, but there's going to need to be a discussion.
Yeah, so we have to plan the trip there, as in, do we go with just our ship or...
Let's take the bronze panels, because there's possibility they will know something we don't know that will influence our plans.
scholar
I
there
think-
that can translate.
I think we will take everything that we gathered with us.
Yeah.
So I only
No.
need to get the carapaces cured. I don't need to get the brulee plates cured.
Right, I'd forgotten about those.
Probably.
Yeah, you do need to get those cured.
I will
Okay.
also, once we get to the town, will look for someone to so that I can treat the frog creature's eyes.
So it'll be a day trip, roughly, to get back. You'll get there early enough to seek out some shopkeepers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The trip back will be a bit faster than the trip here.
How long does it? Do we vaguely approximate?
Do we
Take
want-
for us to travel
we
to the
want-
other world? Is it days, weeks, months?
It's not going to be that long, but just it's on the other side of the asteroid belt.
Yeah.
Probably days.
yeah.
Alright.
Do we want to spend time, or do we want to sell those amber chunks we got from that one guardian statue?
I have to cut them. Wow. Actually, is that a stone carving thing more than a gem cutting?
No, you can polish them.
So, quick question.
Real fast, Vordon is recommending that you don't like get hung up on what comes after you get back to town. Get back to town, talk things out, figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quick question.
Yeah.
About the prism.
Mhm.
Do the colors last even when we spend the day to rest and everything?
So when you wake up the next morning, yes, it's still swirling with those colors.
Okay, just want to make sure that about time limit things. I want to keep an eye on that.
Do you want to be the one carrying it then?
Sure, if nobody else minds.
No, that's
I mean,
fine.
I was carrying
you-
my
you
pouch,
broke
but
up
if you want to
for me.
carry it, you can carry it.
Yeah, I'll carry it and just keep an eye on it to make sure that the colors don't go away.
Okay.
Could Old repeat what he said? He broke up for me.
I was just asking if that was okay with everyone that Ockar carries the prism.
Alright, if you're carrying it, I'm
Yeah.
removing it from my sheet. So you better write it down.
Okay.
I wrote down magic prism, red and blue right now.
I mean, Solas would be interested in studying the prism.
You can do that, but I'm just keeping an eye on it.
I will give you a better wording than. No, apparently I didn't even write it in. I had magically constricted gem-like prism. I had the.
I can give you a description. I can give you
School.
the description again. It's
Wait.
fine. I mean, if you just say the prism with red and blue colors.
It's a Toblerone +1.
All right.
Yeah, it acts like a morning star.
So Vordon is excuse me?
Toblerone. You can hit somebody in the head with it.
I wasn't expecting anyone else to get that. That's why I just did a reply to Braxon when he said it was a magical one. So I was,
No, I mean I know what
is it,
Toblerone
like-
is. I don't know what I didn't get the Morning Star thing.
It's Braxton said something about hitting someone over the head with it. So what is it like a morning star? Because it's like jagged.
I did.
No, it's not jagged.
I don't remember saying I was going to hit someone over the head with.
Someone said something. That's why I responded like that. Unless I misheard.
It's
I did-
not jagged at all. It is a perfectly carved prism, crystal prism.
What?
We're talking about the prism.
I'm not.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about then.
Everyone
else is talking about the prism.
That's why I called it a Toblerone.
Yeah, I got that.
All right, no, I thought it was something else. That's fine.
Okay.
I'll type it in Discord. What I thought.
Never mind. Moving on. We're off to see the.
So Vordon is recommending an early start, as early as possible.
Mhm.
Okay.
The most of the trip is going to be like once you get out of the jungle, then you're going to be back on their levitating carts.
Right.
Would it be too late to try and get your spells back when we get to the levitating cards?
Yes.
Yeah.
So then Solas would have to basically go to sleep a bit early.
I mean, you can also just get some of your spells back and get more of them back
Mhm.
once you get back to town, too.
There is that.
Wait, Big Big, what was that? Said Toblerone?
I'm sorry, what was that? You broke up a bit there.
I was like, I thought he was talking about a Toblerone chocolate bar when he mentioned Toblerone.
Yeah, I
Do you
mean,
know,
so they
the
come in
amount of-
triangular boxes, triangular prism boxes. I've never had one. I've never opened it. I don't know what the chocolate inside looks like. Don't care.
we
But
need to get sponsored by Toblerone because this was just a silly joke. Well, we're like majorly marketing them.
okay, yes, I have never seen the actual chocolate Toblerone that has just been shared with me. I have only seen the boxes, which are triangular prisms. That's the shape it is. I think you're thinking of the chocolate itself when I think everyone else was thinking of the boxes. Lafdul.
Yeah.
Which is okay. It's
Yeah,
fine.
it's the shape.
So-
I don't.
Anyway, yeah, I'm not too concerned about the spells. It's going to be a fairly uneventful a trip back. But Vordon wants an early start to get back as quickly as possible. That'll give you some time to meet people in town and then have like an evening meeting with Vordon's uncle.
Oh,
Okay.
what Braxon would want to do the previous day is get down to one of those levitating things that we're going to bring the panels on and make sure we got enough packing materials, if necessary, like cut up some bits of wood or whatever, just so we can pack between them all and not damage them.
It's hours to get back to those carts.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So-
Well, then here, try and make some sort of frames that go around them so that you can stack them without banging the surfaces with the images on.
Yeah, I mean, I think you already had some stuff to wrap, and the Gravs have some stuff to wrap it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get some rest and get to sleep. Next morning, you have a little bit of time to get spells if you want to make sure that you get spells. If you get up early, you'll probably have 2 hours to do so.
I will do that.
Did Patar send Braxon any dreams?
No, he did not. I mean, you may have had dreams, but it wouldn't have been dreams that you were asking for.
2 hours, 20 minutes. Can I push it that long?
Yeah, that's fine. If you're that close, I'm fine with it.
No, I had two
Yeah, that's
first
how long
levels.
Finn had too. So
Okay.
I changed all my second level spells to Goodberry, so.
Yeah, that's fine. And everyone gains a hit point back for the rest. I just, if someone was like, "Oh, it'll take me 5 hours," but you'll be back at town, and you'll at least have the next morning to recover your spells as well. So. Sorry, you broke up.
The trip cast I will during the trip when we are on the levitating carts, I will cast detect magic, both priest and mage version on the stuff we took with us.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, give me a second.
I'm going to roll for my Goodberries, so if you wonder why the dice roll.
Yep, go ahead.
Got 6 castings of it.
It's a lot of good berries.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is there anything anyone else wants to do before leaving the campsite in the morning?
I think Braxon would have a quick look at the statues that we had to smash up, but he won't hold anyone up. Like, he'll do that while people are praying.
The
And
ones here on the surface?
Yeah, the ones we had to fight and stuff.
Okay.
He's just trying to make mental notes of he's just trying to absorb something. He's thinking that there's something that's going to explain something about this culture that solves the problem, that he just has to figure out what it is.
All right. From what you can tell from those animated statues, the best you can make out is that they were heavily stylized animals, possibly ones familiar to you, but also because they're so stylized, they could just be similar in form, but otherwise very, very different. They're not realistic at all.
Yeah. Okay. He's trying to remember that. He's just thinking that we might go to the next site and it might be the other half of the puzzle.
Yeah.
Other than casting those detect magic on the trip and memorizing the spell, Solas will basically furiously write notes on the what we've found on the ruins.
Furious state, does your pen or quill need to make an item saving throw?
Saving throw versus crushing blow.
Pretty much.
All right. So, luckily the cart rides are quite smooth, so riding is very easy because they have no wheels and they levitate. So it takes you a few hours to get back to the carts. Takes you a bit of time to load them up, but it's not even lunchtime by the time you're ready to set out. So, Solas, are you ready to put in the information?
Just a moment. Yep.
Okay, what item do you want to look at first?
I will need to go through the listings.
Helps to be ready for that.
Just a moment. My internet connection is not loading the things as fast as it should.
All right, while you're getting there, is there anything that anyone else wants to do?
Alright, show me to read off the items, because we got like glass vial, lead stopper.
Yeah, I mean, if someone else wants to do that.
Yeah, you can read it, and I will have just cast the magic.
Yeah, and
well, I'm writing in the notes at the same time, so
yeah, I mean, whoever, it doesn't matter who's writing the stuff down. Okay, so
yeah,
what are you starting?
Are we at the town yet?
No, you're not into town yet.
Thanks, Ockar.
All right, so Lafdul, what's the first item?
Glass vial with lead stopper, colorless liquid inside.
Okay. Alteration and charm.
It's not a priest. Alteration. Well, alteration, wizard, charm, priest.
Yes.
I have two detect magics of the both kinds, so I would have plenty of time to get all of them, I think.
Yeah, that'll
priest,
go ahead and use it both.
Ninth wizard, right?
Yeah.
Okay, next item.
Magic lock. Certainly got the priest first charm, but we don't know what the wizard one was.
Abjuration.
Glass jar with a metal cap filled with yellow sand.
Give me a second. Okay. Alteration and time.
pale blue translucent cube about an inch on each side.
Abjuration, and you fail to get the priest.
Abjuration, sorry.
Yep.
And the priest one failed.
Yep.
I'm just making a note. So, I'm just making a note of the ones where it failed.
Mhm.
Priest 8th level. 4-inch long silver figurine of an open-mouthed fish.
Okay, this one is complex. Wizard is alteration and conjuration summoning.
Alteration and conjuration summoning. Mm-hmm.
And the priest is creation, elemental water, and sun.
That's going to be interesting item.
Mm-hmm. A glass vial filled with a brownish yellow viscous liquid.
You fail the wizard, but you get healing for priest.
Okay. Sorry about the typing. Ceramic jar with a rich purple oil. I'll try and move my keyboard a bit further away.
Alright. That is enchantment, charm, and combat.
Hmm. A glass of a brilliant yellow liquid.
Alteration, invocation, evocation, and elemental fire.
Grey liquid, purple swirls in the glass vial.
Alteration and thought.
No, don't type that in. I hate Google Docs when it repeats a similar word. So it just repeated the alteration, invocation, evocation.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, no. Opaque golden liquid. Another glass vial.
Alteration and chaos.
Bright blue milk liquid.
Abjuration, alteration, and thought.
Abjuration and alteration.
Mm-hmm.
Ceramic flask with a thin brown sweet-smelling liquid.
All right, hold on a second. All right. Necromancy and healing.
The next one, steaming red viscous liquid.
Alteration and combat.
I don't know if this is a magical item, but it was listed as the next item in the entry, a tall cylindrical metal case with a latch.
With a latch.
The case radiates very, very faint magic. There's definitely something inside that's magic.
Oh, it was locked or closed.
Yeah, it's latched.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not locked. It's just latched. You easily open it.
Alright, I will attempt. Well, that's the last item on the list. I have, I believe, and obviously the long bronze utensil with 2 prongs and the thick ceramic bowl.
Those
It's
both
not
detect
magical.
as magic.
Oh, no, do they?
Yep.
Oh. Yeah.
I thought so, since they were intact.
All right, the bronze utensil, divination, and divination.
Isn't
I wonder
that a
if
nice
that's
and easy
dowsing
one?
rod.
Yeah, could be.
The prongs are too thin for a dowsing rod.
Okay.
They're
The
parallel.
bow.
Okay, and then the ceramic bowl. That is alteration and elemental fire.
Yeah.
Are any of the stones or pearls that we found magic?
No.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, I think we should open the cylindrical metallic case.
Well, I'm going to find traps on it first.
Okay.
Nice. And if this is a new day, I'm casting Jerry on myself again.
It is a new day. Okay.
Probably would have cast early in the day, but yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. You would have cast it at the beginning. All right, so you're finding traps. What is your score?
90.
Come on, 94 or something.
That's a lot
It's
of
magic.
D4s.
You do not detect any traps on it.
Shall we open it? I mean, I've done wrong before.
So are they?
Open it, but just in case that it's accidentally dangerous what's inside, open it away from us, pointing away from us.
Are we back at the town when all this is happening?
Nope, you're riding
No, we are on
the levitating carts.
Sorry. Okay.
I asked the Garth just to hold up for just 1 second. I just need to do something away from, like, destroying everything.
Well, it's probably a good time to stop for lunch if you need to rest.
I don't know, I'm potentially opening up something that may be trapped, and I'm just going to not kill you and only kill me, potentially.
Well, that seems reasonable then.
Yeah, the joys of being the finder of traps of the group.
Have fun getting killed.
Yeah, I come back when I get killed sometimes.
All right, so you're gonna like go away from the group a little bit to open it.
Yeah, and I will point it away from me as I open it, or try to.
Okay.
Attempt to mitigate damage to me.
Okay.
Don't go too far so that my detect magic spells won't run out.
I mean, yeah.
Well, unfortunately, by the time you stop, they would have run out.
We'll have another day, probably. I mean, I have detect magic anyway, so...
Okay. So you move apart from everyone else and
Unleash
swing
something.
the latch, slowly open the cylindrical container. It does open lengthwise, not like at the top.
Oh, wasn't that the thing that had, like, scrolls in it?
No, this thing is much bigger than that.
Wait, did we find scrolls?
Not in here. Only potions and random magical items and random gems and money.
Turns out it's trapped. It just has a portal to hell to it, and a hand reaches up and pulls Lassel through.
Yeah,
Maybe
now
a
we
little
gotta do
small for
about your thief.
So you open it up and you see inside of it a rolled up
to the
carpet.
multiverse. Uh-oh.
You can see
no.
some geometric shapes embroidered into it in primary colors. And as you do open it, and you're kind of marveling at the fact that it's still in pristine shape, it whips out, unrolling and wraps around you. You drop to the ground, completely encased in this rug.
You know what's funny? I was watching another D&D game, and I was like, I need to come up with a spell that does that, because I carpet trap.
I think you should be making a saving throw.
Is this trying to smother me?
Well, it's definitely hard to breathe inside of this.
Am I completely? Yeah, no, I did this way. Am I completely away? Are my hands free at all?
No, it is completely wrapped around you, fully, head to toe.
You think you did this away from the rest of us?
Well,
and now
I've
we
got
can't help
ring
you?
regeneration. I don't know if I die from suffocation, so.
So
I mean,
the rest of the group hears Lafdul cry out. I mean, it'd kind of be the natural reaction.
I mean, you're just gonna let Lafdul die and let the trap expend its energy.
Braxon will start walking in the general direction and say, "Hey, you okay?"
Well, considering that a carpet just whipped out and wrapped around him, and he has fallen over. Yeah. You see that this carpet, this rug, has wrapped around him. He falls over on the side, and he's I mean, you're struggling, you're rolling around in it, but he's completely wrapped up in it.
I doubt.
Okay, Braxton's gonna come.
I doubt that Lafdul would have gone more than 40 feet away from us.
Yeah, no, I wasn't that far. I was with an eye shot.
And Braxton, what were you saying?
Braxton's going to come and try and figure out a way to attack the carpet without just beating it, which would beat Lafdul inside it. I think he's going to try and where it's rolled up around him, he's going to try and put his foot on it, try and force it to unroll.
You're trying to force it to unroll how? I'm sorry?
Well, I'm assuming he can get his... If it's rolled up, there must be an edge.
Yeah.
So he's going to try and grab hold of the edge and maybe put his foot on that edge and then try to unroll Lafdul,
Okay.
Spin him across the floor.
Yes, Lafdul?
Count as a binding?
For knock?
Yeah.
I mean, you can try it.
It's either that. The thing is, outer self could be just as useful.
Solas just suggests that you got Lafdul free.
I'm gonna reduce myself first. Maybe that'll give me enough time to get, as I'm shrinking down, trying to reach into my pouch and swap my ring.
Braxton's hesitant to destroy the carpet because it's quite an attractive carpet. Depends whether it's a bad carpet.
Also trapped.
I mean, it's wrapped up one of your friends and is...
Yeah, he's going to try and...
I love the way how slow the part... Oh no, poor Lafdul.
I mean, Solas is trying to cut it, but Solas is trying to cut it with his knife, but Solas is not very strong.
Alright, can I reduce myself and reach into my pouch as I'm shrinking, hopefully giving me enough time, as it's now having to readjust to me?
Okay, so you're reducing your size. Braxon is grabbing at one of the edges and trying to unroll it, essentially. And Solas is rushed over and is trying to cut it with a knife.
Yeah.
Okay?
Without cutting Lafdul.
Right.
Everyone else is just enjoying it.
I mean,
so
I don't see Ockar doing anything. Well,
Braxon,
I don't literally see anything.
Braxon and Solas, make attack rolls, please.
I'll try to help out too.
I mean, there's a limit to how many people. There's a limit to how many people can even get to the thing, anyway. So
I'll coach them.
Okay. I don't know what my Thaco against.
I mean, you can tell Solas is really putting all stuff into this.
Solas is panicking for Lafdul.
My base Thaco is 11.
I love this one. I really love this one.
Such a representation.
Really,
Sorry,
really love this one.
Oh, what you do? Oh my God! You're trying to cut the carpet, and you rolled a
Yes, I'm trying to cut the carpet.
This is probably my favorite thing ever. Go ahead and roll damage for a knife, please, Solas.
What's
You
the
managed to
damage for
cut
a knife?
yourself.
I think it's the same as a dagger.
No, he's
It's a
basically
1d3 on the dagger, isn't it? A knife.
he's basically now
Oh yeah,
trying to cut.
1d3.
I don't use those weapons, so I don't.
Yeah,
What was
1d3.
it? Braxon talk over it.
It's 1d3.
1d3.
Yeah, he was trying to cut the carpet off of Lafdul, but now he's trying to cut the Lafdul off the carpet.
All right, so Solas. Well, first, Braxon, you grab a hold of the edge.
Yeah.
Solas is like desperately trying to cut it, stabs in because once you grab the carpet, it shifts in a way that he doesn't expect it.
Yeah.
Stabs in, stabs Lafdul for 2 points of damage.
Oh, can I not attempt to evade that with shrinking?
No. Especially because as you shrink, the carpet perfectly adapts to your new size and smothers you even more.
So I can't even get a hand free as I'm shrinking.
Nope.
Really?
I mean,
Nope.
the carpet
As you
is
shrink, it
basically
just
instantly
tightens up
following your
and
shrinking since.
fills in that space that you left
So
immediately.
it's now like a basketball Lafdul or something.
So
Or
as
not even that.
Well, Solas has to pray for Ogma for forgiveness.
has Braxon made any headway with his 12?
Go ahead. Yeah, you did get your hands on the edge. Go ahead and give me a Ben Bars Lift Gates roll. It should be under your strength.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, maybe I should cast Chaos on the carpet.
Hang on. There we go. Right. Oh, all right. So it's just 10%.
Yep.
So
Roll percentile dice.
yeah. I don't know whether I'm going for the top 10 or the bottom 10. You'll know. Well, that's in the middle. So obviously I failed.
This thing is tight.
Yeah.
That thing is very tight. A minute has passed.
Braxton's gonna call to Ockar and go, have you got anything like a riveting tool that we can use to grip this thing?
Solas.
No, hold on. Ockar, you definitely would not have such a tool with you.
Yeah, no.
Finn will come over and change into a bear and bite on the part of carpet that Braxton has in his hands.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll because it is wiggling around.
If you roll a 1, you're biting my hands.
To be honest, I thought Solas rolled a 1 hit your hand rather than me.
Unfortunately, it is wriggling too much for you to get your bare jaws around it. Solas, what are you doing now that you've stabbed Lafdul by accident?
Is that bludgeoning damage or piercing? Because does the blade actually go through the carpet?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it went through.
Oh, so the carpet can be torn.
Mm-hmm. Well, to give Others more
Wait,
space,
does that give me a breathing
I'm going
help?
to be trying something. It wouldn't matter even if it gives. It's basically constricting you like a snake.
Yeah. It's preventing you from like inhaling, basically. Like, it's squeezing your chest so that every time you exhale, it squeezes tighter, and you can't get more air into your lungs.
I'm going to be trying something that we haven't actually done, at least not when I'm playing. I'm going to be trying to disable the carpet for a while with Dispel Magic.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got a wand
That's
that does that if I can
But
And
Reach it, which I can't.
before I start casting it, I will also tell to others that if we don't get this carpet of Lafdul soon, it will kill him.
Yeah. Braxon's gonna. Well, I don't know if Braxton can talk because we've only done one action.
Yeah, you can talk.
Okay, he's gonna look around and call to Lever and go, "Can you not throw one of your stars on this carpet?" Kill it."
Leva is stunned by this turn of events and can't do anything.
It's not an creature. It's cursed object.
Which
Yeah.
spell? Wizard or priest?
It was priest one.
Okay, I don't think it matters, but just in case.
I mean, there's a level difference between the two.
1 level difference.
Yeah. And you are what level again?
8.
8th.
Okay.
Didn't you have a macro for this?
I did, but he rolled normally. The macro would roll again, so.
No, I'm just wondering, how does one bring up the macros?
It's pound dispel magic. But I think it's also. Oh yeah, casting level. So 8. Let's see if we get a 16. Yeah. So it should be available to you. So you just put in your casting level.
What? Oh, let's see, 4.
Not that hash. Not that pound sign.
Oh, we don't
Sorry.
call it.
Yeah. It's typically a pound sign in the U.S. Sometimes it's hash.
Yeah.
Depends on what you're talking about.
All right, now that works.
Okay.
And obviously it comes up. So
All right. And you can, I think you might be able to add it to your bar. But anyway, so Solas, it does not stop wriggling around. Another minute has passed.
Cut it open.
Are you cutting it open?
I think he's saying.
I'm yelling to Otter
Okay.
Okay,
to cut it open before Lafdul suffocates.
Braxon is gonna try and keep his hand on the carpet, and he's gonna try and pull out his magic dagger. Where is his magic dagger?
you have a magic dagger.
Yeah,
You got the pearl dagger.
Braxton's got a plus ? Dagger, which might be.
You're gonna find out.
Yeah, it might be cursed, and maybe it'll kill you.
Well, the thing is, I come back to life from physical injuries, and I've had my blood drained out of me. I don't know if asphyxiation.
No.
If I regenerate from that.
We don't seem to be rolling for initiative, so I just.
No,
do
I'm just letting you go in.
Okay.
It's not a monster.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a cursed item.
So can I just roll for it?
Yeah, you'll need to roll an attack roll.
Yeah. So I don't know if you've got any modifiers for this because I don't think Braxton's used it yet. Oh, that's not going to be good.
Do you have a description so I know which dagger you're talking about?
Wasn't it the pearl-handed one?
Yeah. It was.
Hilt
Yeah,
inlaid
I've got
with mother of pearl. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I haven't
and
got a sheet for it.
what's your normal Thaco?
Normal Thaco is 11, and I've got written down for dagger.
Are you
I've got
proficient?
11. I've got 11 at the moment. Oh, yeah. Hang on. I don't think I am.
That's fine.
Hey.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. All right. So go ahead and roll for damage.
Right.
I don't think it's a hard armor class to hit.
Is it a medium-sized thing? Right. So I've got
It's a
D4.
D4.
Yeah.
Plus
D4
one.
plus.
Plus 1 for your strength.
+1. And we'll see what happens. It's not a bad dagger.
Okay. Lafdul, you take 7 points of damage.
Sorry, I'm going to be suffocating in a minute anyway. So,
Okay. Did that do any damage?
Oh yeah,
Not that
yeah.
much.
You slashed into it, trying to cut it, but
Yeah.
Lafdul's in there wriggling around, and
Yeah.
Yeah, making me expend more air by going ow.
you hit him. Also, that is a dagger +3.
Oh,
It only took hitting Lafdul to figure that out.
Finn's gonna make another attempt to grab it in his jaw.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll. Okay, you got it. Are you tearing at it?
Yeah, I'll probably use my claws to try to tear at it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll attack rolls for your claws as well, then.
You can bear hug it and bear hug Lafdul in the process.
Yeah, yeah.
Give even more squeeze.
Those are all hits, so go ahead and roll full damage for your attack routine.
I take it I'm taking double whatever he does. Seems to be his theme. Oh, no.
Oh, D3, D3, D6.
All right, 7 points of damage. Lafdul.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and no one else can really get into work at this with Braxon and.
Well, my constitution is 14, so I don't know how long I can hold my breath for. Probably about my limit at this point.
I will let you know. You're definitely feeling the strain. But Solas or Ockar, is there anything that you can do that doesn't require you to get right in there?
No.
Could I have tried using... I will see if I can knock it open.
Okay.
The only thing I can think of doing requires me to get to one of his hands.
Yeah, and those are completely covered, unfortunately.
So, unless we have a way to get to one of his hands, I can't put a ring of free action on him.
Alright. So... Lafdul, you try to use your power to knock, and that does not work.
Nope. That's another power I tried.
Okay.
The best idea I have other than that is to literally cut him out.
yeah, that's what we're trying to do. You could, if you can get in.
Well,
maybe
unfortunately, he can't get in because you
Okay.
and Finn are there.
Yeah. Braxon's going to call out to Lafdul. Can you change into something with a shell? Like a turtle.
You're assuming I have polymorph. Lafdul's not that high level of Mischiefmaker. You know, eventually he'll have a granted power to shape change.
I don't think he's assuming anything. I think he's just hoping.
Yeah. Would I... Can I actually
you
hear
have that
them?
alter self ability.
Yeah, you can hear him.
Yeah.
You can hear him. It's very muffled, but you can hear him.
Hey, Lafdul, you have that alter self ability. Just give yourself a shell.
I mean, I can go to an outer self, which I will do on the next round. Do I know of any shell-like creatures?
I don't know. Do you know of any shell-like creatures?
I don't think I do.
Yeah.
Well, then make something.
Like spacefaring creatures. Aren't there any like
I would think
sailors?
turtles would be.
That make something up. Think of a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Do they not have that in Spelljammer?
I think that
I mean-
you need to like. I think alter
Know
self
of the race.
turns you into a creature, a type. It doesn't turn you into something that you just make up.
Right, okay.
You can do a limited body morphing.
They've got them
Yes,
in
I can
Mistara.
be shorter, thin, fat, in between human, humanoid, or any generally man-shaped bipedal creature.
Right, but that is
Limited
more about
physical alteration, yeah.
right, but that's
They've-
more about using that to change your appearance within the normal bounds of the creature type.
They've got turtles in Mistara, but unfortunately we've never been to Mistara space.
Yeah, if Lafdul has never seen one. He doesn't know what form to take.
All right. So Braxon and Finn, are you continuing to try and cut him out, rip him out, something like that?
Yeah. Brax is going to try and continue to try and cut this thing in half.
All right. Go
And
ahead and give me attack rolls then.
He's going to be saying, sorry. Oh, that's probably not good.
That's a hit.
It's a hit.
It's a hit. That's a hit.
It
Okay.
doesn't have.
It's probably like an armor class 10.
It doesn't really have armor class. Yeah.
I mean, you're holding on to it. It can't really stop you from hitting.
So I'm doing D4 plus 3.
4.
Plus 4.
Yeah, strength and +3.
All right, Lafdul, you
6
take 6
damage.
points of damage.
Oh, okay.
Is the rug starting to be
Frayed.
in a bad shape?
Oh, you're definitely cutting into it, yeah. Finn,
right.
do you want to make your attack rolls? All right,
Let's
you
hope
do
so.
miss one of the claws, but the bite and one claw hits.
I could burn the rug.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, why not?
It would burn on Lafdul.
Yeah, but he'll be cured by his ring.
No, I
Not
don't
from fire
regenerate
damage, you
not
won't.
from fire. I die from fire.
All right, 6 points of damage from Finn. So another 6 points of damage, Lafdul.
I'm down to 18, let alone any suffocation damage. Well, I think you just go unconscious and die in the next round.
All right, anything anyone else wants to do?
Braxton calls out, Ockar, can you heal him while we're trying to cut him out of this thing?
You healed a car.
No, he can grab.
Carpet isn't,
I can't even
carpet isn't
touch
a living
him.
creature.
Can't you grab his ears or something and heal him?
No, he's completely encased by this rug.
I'm like in a
The
Pokeball.
rug is bigger than he is.
Right.
The big problem is that Lafdul decided to reduce himself.
Well, that's not
yeah,
the biggest problem. I mean, the biggest problem is just that the rug, even when he was full-sized, had completely covered him.
Yeah, it was matching.
Yeah, he should have increased his size.
He can't, which he can't do. But
No.
Solas,
Out of self, I can do a little bit.
Solas and Ockar, anything you want to do from outside? You can't get in now to try and cut it.
Wait, I have an idea.
I'm sorry. Sorry, if
The
you're,
rug.
I think you're breaking up.
Can you hear me?
It's a bit better, yeah.
I'm gonna cast command on the rug
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
and command it to release.
All right. That has no effect. Worth a shot, though.
Oh,
Worth a shot, though.
yeah.
Out of curiosity,
Mhm.
what would happen? It says if I use my other granted power of tree, do I? When it says assume the form, I turn into a tree.
Mhm.
So I will try that.
Okay. While you're also reduced.
Yeah, I know. So it's not going to be a very big tree.
So you're going to be turning into a bonsai tree.
Maybe it all affects my breathing. I don't know.
I think it would have an easier time crushing a tiny tree.
Oh no, Lafdul he turned into a tree. Oh no.
But now he splinters.
I am going to do
It's
it.
okay. Finn will plant you somewhere nice.
And
Wow. It's a
Solas,
cycle of rebirth.
were there any spells that you were going to try?
I'm debating should I cast a Melf's Acid Arrow or Aghanazar Scorcher since Lafdul is so weak at the moment.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
those spells kill him?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
I
why
cast
I'm
Endure Heat,
debating
you would
if
know that. It would at least mitigate the first 10 points of fire damage.
That's
After
true.
that, I would start burning from the rest.
It's a 2-rounder. But if... Can I target the Aghanazar Scorcher specifically on the rug?
You can try.
It's going to
Braxon,
stick to the source.
Braxon,
Uh,
while Braxon's struggling around with this thing and trying not to stab Lafdul, he's going to say, "Ockar, I got an idea. In my pack, I've got oil of slipperiness. If we can pour it in the end of the carpet, maybe we can pop Lafdul out at the end."
Okay, I'll go get the oil of slipperiness.
Make a decision, Solas.
I will risk it.
All right. Cast Naganazar Scorcher or Mel's Acid Arrow.
I'm casting Aganazar Scorcher since Lafdul is did protect himself at least somewhat.
Okay. That will require. Is it saving throws for?
Saving throws for those who are not the direct target but are close enough to be
I think
potentially
I am the
burned.
direct target, aren't I?
Yeah, I mean Finn and Braxon are going to be close enough, so they will need saving throws.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I do not get any saving throw. I just reduce 10
I
damage.
don't have the spell description available for me, so I can't remember the damage for it, unfortunately.
All right, give me a second.
What skull's in? Evocation, isn't it?
I believe it is evocation. I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up in just a second.
Well, we're going to have the break soon, aren't we? So if you
Yeah, well, I'd like to. I'm waiting for the saving throws too.
Oh, right, okay. No, I was wondering if you wanted to look it up.
What, save versus spell?
Yeah.
Oh, we're rolling it now.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
And it is fire based, so I get an additional +2.
No peril.
Does it have a button?
And 3d6 points of damage on the rug and Lafdul Solas.
So,
Mm-hmm.
that's hot.
Oh, my target is 19. Sorry, my target is 11. And I got a
So
plus.
the first round of damage will be
Nothing for me.
I think I failed.
will be cancelled on Lafdul, but not on the rug.
All right. So a jet of flame lances out from your fingertips towards the rug and the carpet. And Braxon and Finn both succeed. I'm going to say that the saving throw is mainly to see if you were in the area because there's so much movement and stuff like that.
Okay.
So you guys take no damage.
Normally it would.
Yeah, normally there would, but I was
Have
using
been
that more to
1d8.
see if you were in the line or not.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then Lafdul stops moving within the carpet. Go ahead and give me another 3d6 Solas. All right. 6 points of damage. A giant hole has burned in the carpet itself. So Lafdul, you take. Does it?
I mitigated the first 9. This is the second 6 I've taken.
Okay. So it's a one-time thing, not a.
Yeah, no, it's the first 9.
Okay.
First 10 points of damage. That's why I do it in case I come across any fire-based traps.
All right. So 6 points of damage to you then.
I've already took it off, so I'm at 12.
And you're not moving.
Yeah, well, probably dead.
As the party rips the remains of the carpet away from Lafdul's small tree form, which I think both of those would probably
If
stop
I'm dead,
now.
they break.
Yeah. So as they're pulling the remains of the carpet away, you regain your normal size, but you are unmoving, and that's the perfect time to take a break. I'm mean.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be back in about 10 minutes, everyone. A good time to go get something to drink, get a stretch, something like
I
that.
don't know. Some air would be nice.
Yeah. Go outside, get some air, take a deep breath. That Lafdul can't take.
I've got a ring that prevents me from suffocating. It's just in my pouch.
while we're on the break, if there's anyone that hasn't already been to the Discord server for JammerCon, there's a 80-page PDF there, courtesy of Wildspace.
You can go ahead. I mean, you can link to the Discord in the Twitch chat if you want to.
Oh, will that work? I
Yeah.
thought I was blocked from doing that.
No,
Okay.
I opened up links a little while ago.
Okay.
All right.
Poor Lasso, he died the way he lived.
Alas, poor Lafdul. I knew him, Ockar. A man of infinite jest. And let's take a break, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes, everyone. See you shortly.